Oh. Oh, back to this. Okay. Oh, we have a name for it. Seele. Yeah, you enforce this whole operation. Okay. Is there something new they're revealing about what happened in episode 1? I mean, we already know about the berserk mode. This is almost like a nerve kind of intel or something, isn't it? If it was like the way it's presented.
He
wasn't the one who defeated it. It wasn't really Shinji's achievement, was it? I guess we've always got that as a backup if things go wrong, as the berserk mode. Oh, walking through the flames, look at that. Oh, it's not just a complete recap episode, is it? Maybe it is. Shemeshel. Yeah, we're getting names for the angels now. We've never got names for them before.
It's
nice to hear maybe other people's perspectives, Hikari's perspective here. That effect is so cool, the slicing that building. Yeah, reading's not released because there was the whole human DNA thing, how close it was. Ramiel. Yeah, she's ready to give it all up. She has a tenuous grasp on her own existence. Gagheel. I wonder where are these names coming from? Are they actual like biblical names? It's funny that they say children. She's the second children, not the second child. I thought their group was kind of known as the first children, but I think it's just the plural of how they're doing it. I feel like they're getting through this quite quick though. Maybe just the first half of the episode is recap. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The eyes, seeing Unit 2's eyes like that. It's a glimpse into the animalistic side of that one too. Israfel. That's the one that splits in half. That feels like a name I recognize. Yeah, maybe they are all biblical or biblical inspired names. So that was Angel 9. How many are they going to be, you know? Oh, that was Angel 7. This is Angel 8. Yeah. I mean, it's not like one an episode. Is there a certain number that's meaningful at all if they get to 13 or something? I can't think of any numbers that would be meaningful with either Christianity or it being set in Japan. I know 4 is an unlucky number in Japan, right? But I don't know any others that have any meaning. Yeah, that's when Rei gets her repaint, her recoat blue. The crying effect is really creepy. That's a great shot with it coming in. Angel in the foreground. Eva in the foreground. Ah. They're evolving too quick for them. I forgot about this, yeah. This table, the council here.
使徒侵入の事実はありませんが。
では怒り、第11使徒侵入の事実はないというのだ。
It was neutralized, so it was fine.
の偽証は真に値するぞ。
マギのレコーダーを調べてくださっても結構です。その事実は記録されており。
Oh, have they hacked the Maggie or influenced the Maggie? There's no records.
司会文書の記述通りに進んでおります。
まあいい。
The Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah, we're getting new stuff here now.
分かっております。すべてはゼーレのシナリオ通りに。
Everything will proceed according to Seele's scenario. Seele, the seat of the soul. Sometimes it's difficult to keep up with the dialogue heavy bits there.
太陽一つしかないもの。水、気持ちのいいこと。
Okay, all elements of nature.
花、同じものがいっぱい。
Yeah, reusing some shots here. That shot of the sunflowers is gorgeous though. I love that one. I think I made that the thumbnail for episode 4.
血の匂い、血を流さない女。赤い土から作られた人間。
Human beings made from red clay. Huh.
私にあるものは命、心、心の入れ物、エントリープラグ。それは魂の。
Seat of the soul.
これは私。私は誰？私は何？
Oh, multiple of her. In one of the earlier episodes, I was like, oh, could there be clones of her? But that was just her mental state, wasn't it?
とても変。体が溶けていく感じ。私がわからなくなる。私の形。
She's always been so dissociative, you know? My form is fading away.
あなた誰？あなた誰？あなた誰？
She almost asking who are you to her, Ava.
互換性に問題点は検出されず。ではテスト終了。レイ、上がっていいわよ。
Okay, you know, it was actually her talking about Unit 1. She's piloting Unit 1 at the moment.
ハーモニクスすべて正常値。
パイロット異常なし。
当たり前でしょ。
Yeah, she's got very... So Ray's got very similar syncing patterns with Ray then. Ray's got very... with Shinji, because they can both sync with Unit 1.
私は参加しなくていいの？
どうせアスカは2号機以外乗る気ないでしょ。
Yeah, they're testing their compatibility with other ones.
確かにエヴァ2号機の互換性効かないわね。
Oh, really? Would she be able to go into Unit 1 and Unit 0 though?
違和感があるのかしら。
いや、ただ綾波の匂いがする。何が匂いよ。
Because surely, you know, if you're mid-fight, something happens to her, Ava, she'd want to be able to jump into another one.
セルフ心理グラフ安定しています。
どうしんちゃん、ママのおっぱいはそれともお腹の中かな？
Okay.
プラス20。
なんだこれ？頭に入ってくる。直接。
It's funny, Ray calling it the seat of the soul. Oh, yeah.
この感じ。
He gets in some of her memories and things.
違うのか？
There's that quick flash of her in episode 1. Ooh. Ooh, that was an odd look on her face, almost crazed.
精神汚染が始まっています。
まさかこのプラグ振動では。
Yeah, she called it the seat of the soul at one point, which is an interesting phrasing, like the seat of the soul of the Ava itself. Wow. Unit 1 is one that it does give them problems with breaking out and things, yeah. Is he going to do the same and punch the like control box?
シンジ君は
回路断線モニターできません。
05シンジ君を拒絶。
ダメです。
Oh, I think it's ejecting Shinji, yeah.
あの時とシンジ君を取り込むつもり。
Trying to absorb Shinji. Yeah, it's just like before. But it's attacking Rei now instead of where... Yeah, where Dad was. Oh, yeah, I think it's just like in pain almost. Always bashing his head there. Maybe it just wants to die.
パイロットの救出急いで。まさか
When it finally has some sort of control. And maybe it, yeah, hates Ray because Ray is kind of taking over control of its body.
0号機が殴りたかったのは私ね。間違いなく。
Oh, I think it was going for her. What about the first time as well then?
軍の意識が戻りました。汚染の後遺症はなし。彼自身は何も覚えてないそうです。
Yeah, contamination after effects. You know, you have maybe Shinji's soul going into the Ava. Could you have the opposite?
我々のシナリオ通りだ。問題ない。
Oh, things are progressing.
アダム計画はどうなんだ？
順調だ。2% も遅れていない。
では論議
Yeah, what are they doing with Adam?
通りだ。作業はレイが行っている。
Spear? What was that? Special spear they've developed, a new weapon. Oh, okay. Okay, so that was Neon Genesis Evangelion episode 14. This one, first half, a bit more of a recap, but I liked the execution of doing it as this kind of like nerve report, reporting it to the council there perhaps, and seeing what information they tell them. They don't include the information that the 11th angel, the microscopic one, actually integrated with the Maggie, and if you ask the Maggie, nothing happened at all, so you can influence the Maggie as well, which is interesting. But most of it was just recap. We learned, you know, some of the names for the angels, which was cool, but apart from that, there's nothing new apart from maybe a little bit of perspective as well. We're getting like Toji and Hikari's perspective on a few things too. But then in the second half, we're back with the council questioning Dad, questioning Mr. Hikari about, you know, the whole program and about what happened with this other angel. And we get some teases of Project Adam. You know, they're saying, how is this going? I'm surprised they didn't mention the human instrumentality program, but they mentioned Project Adam, something that they're doing with Adam. Obviously, we know Adam is, you know, deep down in the recesses there. And then this new project with the Spear of Longius. Now, that's very intriguing because Ray is kind of on that project, and we see Ray or Unit 0 walking down with this spear. Looks like, I mean, what use is a spear? It's a weapon. Is that a weapon they're testing and they're going to use in the field eventually? But the way it was shot, super ominous, and she's like walking down this darkened corridor. It felt like she was walking down somewhere in the depths of Nerve, you know, maybe near where Adam is being kept. And then they were saying they were 2% behind schedule with Project Adam. I mean, what is Project Adam? What are they doing with him? They've said, you know, he had reconstituted himself to a certain point that we saw, and it was almost like an embryo state. So has Adam reconstituted himself even more? And Adam is, you know, maybe halfway to be a fully grown angel or a fully grown Eva even. I don't know what use they'd have for him if they'll make Adam grow into a fully formed angel but contained, or if they'll grow him into the form of an Eva, you know? I mean, I've always speculated that the Evas were kind of like maybe hybrid or experiments on angels. And if they're calling Adam, well, they called Adam the first human though, not the first angel. That's the thing. I was just thinking of him as like the first angel, and like, oh, I could imagine you go up to Adam and like snip off a bit of him and it grows into an angel or grows into an Eva. But they called him the first human. We know humans and angels have very similar DNA, you know. Could they be injecting him with like human DNA or something to get him to, become a human? I don't know. Half angel, half human, but that's kind of what I speculated that the Avas were, but maybe it's half angel, half human that looks more like a human rather than those that look more angel-like. I don't know. That would be kind of cool if they go, oh, let's go check up on Adam, how Adam's going, and there's just like a kid sitting in there, you know, or a baby maybe, and it just looks fully human. And then we were doing some tests with just the different Avas and testing the different pilots with them. I guess it's a good test to do to know, if something happened to Shinji in the field and something happened to Unit 0, Rei could eject, go into Unit 1 and take over and, still fight if needed. But we dropped the tidbit that they know for certain that Asuka is only compatible with her Ava, which is interesting. What makes that the case, whereas the other two can switch? And it was quite a trippy sequence there with Rei questioning herself, questioning the program, questioning Eva's. She was talking about almost the nature of nature, all of these things that have been created by humans, but humans are created by nature, humans are created by God, are there angels created by God? Questioning creation. She said humans create other humans, but God created humans. So with the power of creations that human have through giving birth, are we not gods ourselves? I don't know, there's a lot of things you could say there. And are people playing God here? Is Dr. Akari playing God with what he's doing, with experimenting on the angels, experimenting on Adam, experimenting on the Evas? And the way she phrased it, seat of the soul, I don't know, that really stood out to me. Do the angels or do the Evas have souls? Do the angels have souls? I don't know. They're doing this mind link, but is it also a soul link? You're syncing your soul with the Eva, and we know, there's the berserk mode, the synchronization. Can it go both ways? Shinji there was seeing Rei's memories when he was in Unit 1. If some of that synced into Unit 1, and then when he syncs, it's synced back into him, that makes sense actually. But then, over time, are you getting more and more influence through the Ava's soul into your own? We see Unit 1, it went berserk, it had this animalistic side, and we did see a glimpse of that with Shinji in that episode as well. Or later on, he was when he was attacking, it was very ferocious. Over time, will that personality go more and more into Shinji? Because Shinji, he has quite evolved here. He's gone from so timid at the start, and now he is he is still timid, but he's a lot better. He's got this friendship group, he's got this support group. But if Unit 1 keeps influencing him, can he get more and more animalistic like Unit 1 is? Maybe that's the case. If they keep doing these experiments with Rei, Shinji, Unit 0, Unit 1, will they eventually all just kind of become more and more similar as they're sharing memories, sharing souls, sharing experiences, It also maybe brings into the question of, what makes you you? You are a compound of all of your experiences that you've had through your life, and now they're starting to share those experiences, share all of that. If that's what's happening here, does that start to take away some of your individualism? Some really interesting stuff. I'm excited to see where they go with it. Even if this episode wasn't as action-packed, there was still some intrigue here at the end. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and if you really love this, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.